So it's a foggy morning and we are at Champoeg State Park. And we've never been here before. We've never camped here before. We're camped over at the campground. This is the historic area, which is another place that we haven't been before. The Willamette River is right there. Significance of this location is this is where the very first Oregon Congress was back in 18 whatever it was. I'm sure we'll be able to put that in somewhere. And we are on a trail that is walking toward, what is it? The old town?
The old town.
We're with the Juleses.
Come with us.
Tom and Jen. So we'll take you along here and see what this place has to offer, because I'm pretty excited. Now, let me tell you about the campground real quick, and I'll show you the campground when we get back to camp. It falls under the category of absolute pleasant surprises, because I've never been here before, and everybody's like, well, you know, it doesn't have full hookups. It does. It has 6, what did we decide? 8 full hookup sites, if you could get them, and they're huge. The rest of the park is not full hookup. They have 2 RV loops, a massive day use area, and a really big disc golf course if you're into that kind of thing. And then, of course, the historical stuff. But this trail is really nice, well maintained, and pleasantly surprised. The campground's amazing. I love it. We will be back here. So as you walk through, you'll see a bunch of these posts, and they're scattered throughout. There's one. There's a bunch out here. These are actually street markers for the original settlement out here. So Napoleon Street and DeGrasse Street. Must have been a bunch of trappers out here. Very French. Okay, we have to pause right here because you'll notice that we're back at the trailer. I was trying to get a really great picture of the river with these reflecting trees on the backside, you know, smothered in fog, and it was just absolutely gorgeous. Went down an ill-advised path, which I advised myself. Everybody else said, don't go down there. I went down there and ended up in the river. So we're back here at the trailer. I had to change. I'll go ahead and put that footage in right now. Have a laugh at my expense. Actually, all you're going to see is not me in the river, but trying to get my butt out of there, and it was just muddy and
lots of leaves.
And this one right here is doing a whole lot of laughing in the video. Anyway, changed clothes, got the mud off of the camera. No harm, no foul there, but enjoy, laugh at my expense. And then we'll continue on with the rest of Champoeg Park, because we're going to go and see if the museum's open and the Newell not plantation, but settlement and all that stuff. Anyway.
Move the leaves out of the way.
It's not the leaves.
Yes.
It's the mud.
Okay. All right, Jerry's up. Now it's Tom's turn. Chuck. How was it getting that picture?
I didn't get the picture. I should have done it while I was down there.
Tom, be careful.
I got mud all over my lens. So this is the Newell house, the Newell settlement here. It's a little pioneer village. This is a museum. They're closed until March. But there's some more houses back here that we can't really go into. So we just thought we'd stop and at least take a look at it and see what they had to offer here. We're going to go down all of this area is pretty historic, so we're gonna just check out what's going on down and around this area. So this is the historic, what is it, Butteville Landing. We're gonna go down here by the river and see what's down there.
Let's go.
Okay, so this is Butteville Landing, and it was from about 1905. Willamette River is right behind me, and this was the town of Butteville is this up here behind me. The significance of this is it was a place that was a stopover point as people were going up and down the Willamette. There's a really cool Victorian house right back here. I'll go get a close-up of that. But yeah, some of these structures are original from the area. This was also a place where the Native Americans had a camp. There was a placard up there that was talking about Native Americans here at Butteville. Anyway, a really neat little place. Totally something that you would never find unless you were looking for it. We stumbled on it, and I'm talking to Tom over here. But anyway, you know, great part of Oregon history, and you got to think, you know, when the trappers and all that stuff was coming around here, you know, they spent a lot of time on the rivers, and so this might have been a trading. In fact, there's a 1863 trading post up here. They're closed today, but it's original, 1863. So, you know, that was back in the trapper days when, you know, they were using the river to trade and to move goods and whatnot. Anyway, here's that Victorian house. Victorian style house. This building was built in 1890. Somebody's living in there now. And there's the landing down there. So we are in the Red Barn, which is the Champoeg State Park Interpretive Center. And this is really, really cool.
Oh, look at the guns.
I'm going to take some view over there. But yeah, lots of history here. So this is the calculator that John McLaughlin himself used when they were tallying up all the goods and stuff. No, but that's So this exhibit right here is of the very first Oregon Congress and arguments, and they've got all of these placards here that are arguments for and against Oregon joining the United States and becoming a state. This is cool. How many stars? 26? 26. That's a 26-star American flag there with the Union Jack representing the Hudson Bay Trading Company.
So earlier, Jerry was telling you about the very French street sign that we saw out in the grass. And here's DeGrasse Street, and here's Napoleon.
Yeah.
So there were, look at all.
And we went to Jefferson, so we must have walked in.
This is where Sadie went to the bathroom.
We must have come in this way because there's Jefferson right there.
Jerry, go,
There's where your tree was.
go down just a little bit. No, down here. And this is where Jerry fell in.
Yeah, this is where we
So these are all portraits and photographs of the men that voted at Shampoo to bring Oregon, or the Oregon land out here into the Union. So when there's only 6 seats to watch the historic video, and we're taking up 2 of them, and some jerk sits right in front of you. I mean, seriously. So the original city of Shampoo was back this way, and if you're wondering what happened to it, because we were there earlier, it was flooded about the turn of the century. 1890s, something like that. And 30 feet of water crested the river and completely engulfed the town. Then a second flood came and wiped everything out. So anyway,
We're standing in the high ground that everybody retreated to.
that's right, where we are standing right now, because the Newell House is that white house off in the distance there. And that's where everybody that lived in the town retreated to from the flood. And then they settled up here on the hill. But yeah, pretty incredible place. Anyway, we're gonna go check out some of the pioneer stuff behind us. Just kind of hanging out. There's the red barn back there. This is the Manson farm, and it is original. There's the outbuilding, and here's some cool farm implements and whatnot. But just taking some pictures. This is really a lot more than I expected out here at Champoeg Park, and learning the history of this place and the significance to Oregon history, as well as just kind of the folks that came out here and settled, and and put up their homesteads and all that. They were definitely a different breed of people, that's for sure. So right here is the original propane tank that the Oregon settlers used. Kept them warm in the winter. So this is the memorial, and the names that are engraved on this memorial are all of the men that voted yes. All of the guys that voted no didn't get their name on the memorial. But this right here are the 50 men that voted to make Oregon a state. And the 52 men that voted to make Oregon a state. The vote was 50 to 52. 52 in favor. So this is the Willamette River, and if you look just below those windows, that is where the high water mark is for the flood that took out the city of Shampoo. This is our campsite, and it's really cool because it's kind of like in a loop within the loop here at the campground. But the sites are very spacious. We got all this room in front, very quiet, and this is quickly becoming a must come back to place. In fact, we will be back here, that is for certain. Okay, so Champoeg State Park.
A must come back to.
Yeah, this is definitely on our list. I am, again, so surprised at what we drove into based on what I had heard.
I thought it was just tiny and kind of like MacGyver Park. It's kind of it's another state park.
Yeah, I thought it was just a big open field, and then we got into the woods, and then all the historic stuff that we saw, really cool. And JD wants up, but she's not coming. She's coming up. You know, and then we learned that there are some full hookup sites if you absolutely have to have that. You know.
So if you're coming through Oregon, or if you live here, I would highly recommend.
Yeah, even the non-full hookup, they have a dump station, which we're going to hit on our way out. But, you know, and I guess you got to know your rig. We know that we are good for 4 days, and we don't skimp.
No.
I take long showers. We do lots of dishes. So we don't skimp on our water usage. But we know that we're good for about 4 days,
yeah, and
then we need to dump. We've got a possible solution coming on that, but yeah. So know your rig. If we needed to, we could probably stretch it out, you know, and be really conscious of what water we're using.
And use the shower houses.
Yeah, there is a shower house that's just really nice. It looks new. Yeah. But you have water and electric here. And then again, a couple full hookups, dump station, a couple good off-leash areas. There's a huge frisbee golf course.
Yeah.
If you're into that, then of course all the historic stuff. Great bike riding trails, walking trails, hiking trails.
Yeah. So we'll need to bring our bikes next time. Check that out.
Yeah, this is definitely on our.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So we're gonna get things wrapped up. Head home. And, you know, chalk another one up. Yeah. We're back out again in a couple weeks.
Yes.
So, anyway, appreciate all of you coming, and we will see you in the next video.